I'm just glad it's Thursday. What's up with that?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like I almost feel like I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade. You know, I mean, everybody's in pretty dark conditions. I got one light on. I've got shadows going on the escalation die. I think we're about to go to the Georgian menagerie of the mansion, Vance.
Yes. I hear footsteps in the shadows then.
We should play Vampire the Masquerade one night just to like kind of
Do
scoof
you
around
have
on
the
it.
books for it?
I don't, but we just make some shit up.
Right.
Yeah, we could just, I don't know, we could just make shit up, I guess.
Sounds fun.
Are you going to be a werewolf or are you going to be a vampire? Ooh.
Yeah, a vampire, of course.
Holy shit, Captain Tom! There's a big letter there, bud. I'll have to take a look at it here in a little bit. So, all right. So we can go ahead and get going. So you guys go ahead and introduce yourself. And we don't have Killian, so I'll go ahead and play Killian tonight, and then you guys could also help too.
Real quick.
No problem.
Alright, we will here. I'll be playing Vance Longstroke, songsmith and weaver of tales. I'll kick it off to old Cap over there.
Oh, hey there, I'm Cap Man. I'm playing Captain Tom Flint. Over to Agnes.
I'm Miss Scarlet Nitz. I'll be playing Agnes the Dwarf Fighter.
And it's on you now, big guy.
Okay, I'm coming.
Quit playing with your damn knives and get with the introduction, man.
Oh, his wife's going behind him naked again.
Good heavens. Move that fat head of yours. Oh, God.
I like to move it. Alright. So I'm Pathfinder.
Good to see you, Pathfinder. Always good to see you,
Also
bud.
known as Red State No 08. And I have a recap from last week. So, as we woke up, still plagued by the white ghost shivers, some of us more than others, we prepared to go and delve into the chasm that opened in the ground, devouring an entire Sahuagin village.
Hey, what's up, unfamous me?
We went to a local armor shop where the captain bought 3 damn ridiculous-looking pole arms that he called harpoons. We had a smithy fashion these into weapons to go to fight the, as he calls, land kraken. So as we set off to the chasm, we got to the opening and finding some large holes had been burrowed in the ground at the opening of the chasm. So, as we arrived there, we fell into some peril where I immediately risked my own life after being pinned under a large cave moss, and I climbed out and was able to evade it and kill 2 of the 4 mole dogs that attacked us and critically injure a 3rd mole dog, while Mordecai also turned around and killed the cave moss as well, retrieving some components to make mine rot and saving the party, while taking great damage to himself in the process.
Pat yourself.
The party then entered the chasm to find what looked to be cities that had been devoured. And the party looted the tower, and the captain found 6 adventure ruins and that were worth 900 gold. We came across an odd remain of what appeared to be a book. That's my wife. That walked behind you all naked on camera the other night. And he
Marital bliss right there.
she's
buddy.
insulting me. We found. Do it. I'll do it Indian style. we found some 6 rooms that were worth 900 gold. And we came across an odd remain of what appeared to be a butcher shop. And we were made an odd observation that there was no metal anywhere except for tiny shards.
His nose stuck together. Did you see that, Wee Willie?
Yeah. She is trolling him.
She
hard,
is, big
dude.
time. I can't wait till she pulls him out of the chair and he goes down like the Titanic. There he goes.
Down goes Fred.
Isn't marriage beautiful?
We came across an odd remain of what appeared to be a butcher shop and made an even odder observation that there was no metal anywhere except for tiny filings. We came also upon a dying Sahuagin that expressed to us that we needed to save Zach at all costs. We found him a few hundred yards away, mortally wounded and injured, and managed to use the power of magic along with healing potions to save and evacuate him to the Sahuagin camp. And now, for more brow-licking excitement, 13th Age.
Great recap.
Fabulous, Mordecai. Fabulous.
Unbelievable. That was great.
Isn't that awesome?
It was awesome.
I spent all that time writing that recap, and I wrote it out and everything just to get trolled by my wife.
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
It seems like you're taking after the captain with that romantic version of your exploits last week, Mordecai.
Shenanigans. Mm-hmm.
What you mean by a romantic version is the truth, but I
Oh.
understand.
Right.
I forgot the other point. Who knows?
Y'all both
Maybe before
well familiar with fishtails, it sounds.
Maybe before we leave this island, Vance might even find true love.
One can hope there, Mordecai. Maybe we'll find somebody willing to take your brow-licking self in as well.
So, we're at the camp still.
I imagine, Vic.
You are. You are at the Sahuagin camp. I knew that you were heading back to the Living Dungeon to
Yes.
scope the rest of that area out and maybe delve even deeper if
I'm gonna
it's
tell these
possible.
guys and say, "Hey, time out," to all of them while we're at the camp. I was be like, "Guys, we are beat up. We need to take a rest."
I look at everybody else. Whatever. Feeling quite chipper myself, aside from these white ghost shivers. I know Mordecai is a little worse for wear with all the damage he took from those dogs or whatever the devil it was.
And Killian lost a bunch of
Yes!
took some of us as well.
Killian, what's gotten into you, man?
Well, I can't get my camera to shake, so when I laugh...
Yeah, so I guess Pathfinders, old Mordecai, you want to take a nap here. I'm sure these Sahuagin, or whatever you call them, would be amenable to setting us up some pallets or whatever.
Captain, could you see that they would be able to accommodate us taking a rest here so we could get rested up, and then we'll go delve further into this chasm in the ground?
Zick and Sizz, they actually offer you one of the tents that they have, if you would like to, because I see that everyone has seen some action and has some minor wounds going on. So several of the what appear to be female Sahuagins come over to start helping you with your wounds, and also he offers you his tent that will be yours for a rest.
Okay.
Beard's looking good as always tonight, Captain.
Thank you.
So I guess we rest.
We'll take a good long rest here.
Okay.
People are saying they can't hear us, by the way. Can't hear players.
Maybe the team speak. Maybe we turned up.
Either they always hear you, or it's just too loud. We need to come with a perfect compromise here. Is it loud, or is it too soft? You guys go ahead and speak. I'll see if you guys are any louder. I turned you up all the way again.
The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain.
Well, I went down south for to see my side, so you probably well do a little bit.
That should be much better now.
Okay. Alright, so we've taken our little rest. I assume we're going to dive back into this chasm, as Mordecai has dubbed it.
How long would we have to rest to be able to regain our recoveries and stuff? Is it?
Usually we do not. There really is no long resting in 13th Age. It is basically by encounters. So what you're going to do is you can take what you would consider to be a long rest, and we'll go ahead and we will do some Constitution saving throws. And this is for the effects of the White Ghost Shivers.
All right.
Good deal.
So, I mean, you're not going to get any kind of spells back. You won't get any of your recharges that had not recharged. You will not get any recoveries back. This will just be for the White Ghost Shivers. And if you are successful, and if you go up a level of the sickness, then you can gain a recovery.
That was for Wilbur, by the way.
Okay, very good.
Looks like everyone did pretty well.
Can you throw me another one, Captain Tom, for Mordecai? Because God knows if he was here, he'd fail it. So
I threw mine.
no, not for Mordecai, for Killian.
Sure. Just give me a second.
Also, we are not doing the icon relationship roles anymore. We'll do them. I'll add those into the game in another capacity later on. I do like the thought and the intention of them, but I don't want to have to be pigeonholed into giving too much information. That I really think you should get a little bit, with a little bit more RP or something.
Just do it like the desperation or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about how you've been using it for the most part, anyway.
Dave, after the stream, remind me, I have a pretty good idea about something you might consider doing with those.
So, am I still bleeding out of my ass? I mean, out of my ears, Dave.
So, this is what has happened. Now, with the Eco had visited you in the morning. Remember, Eco visited. And also, as you arrived at the camp earlier in the afternoon, before you actually went to the living dungeon, the chief, Sizz, he'd actually given you a concoction. So, Agnes, you get to roll again. And Vance, you are now at level 1. And basically everybody else who was successful is at level 1. Agnes, you are at level 2.
I was at level 1 and I was successful.
You're totally cured, Mordecai.
Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus.
Bad rolls for Agnes. The rolls continue for you.
Well, I think.
Killian definitely made it. So
He was at
Killian would go
level
to
3
1,
with
yeah.
me. Me
He
and
would
him
go
were
back to
level
level 1. So let's get Killian up there for 1. Agnes, you're still stable at 1. You don't seem to be getting any worse. We'll just put it that way.
Fantastic.
So it looks like Agnes and Killian, both of you are at 1. Vance, you should be at 1. Everyone else, Wilbur would be at 1 also. And Captain Tom, Mordecai, you both are cured of the White Ghost Shivers. You are free from that sick growth.
So, Mordecai, are you doing bad, man? I look at you. And
I
try
feel
to
like a
assess
cock
what
in the wall.
kind of wounds you have or whatever. I mean, how far are you? Your physical condition.
I feel like the cock of the wall.
Okay, all right. I was going to give you one of my healing potions, but since you seem to be so fit and everything, very well. So, how about it, fellas? Dive back into this crevasse or whatnot?
To the chasm.
Chasm. Okay.
Need 1 second. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there you go. You guys should be a little bit louder now for everyone.
On the way into this chasm,
There we go.
we need to move as quietly and as stealthily as we can. And I know for some of you all that is difficult.
Yes, very.
However, we need to go with as little torchlight as we can possibly get by with.
Very well. So we're gonna have a marching order. What do you have in mind there, Mordecai?
Well, my idea was to put Killian in the front.
Okay. I am
I
in the heavy armor. My deity will she will praise me and will protect me and guide me with the light that I seek.
Yes, you will be fine, friend. Yes.
And I shall know all of the information about the living dungeons as well.
Right, Killian.
Followed to his right rear, we ought to put the captain on his right rear flank, with Wilbur next to him on the left rear flank.
Well, we can only go single file to get down there. It's rather tight. In there.
No. I'm talking about after we get
once
down
we
the
get
tweak
down
sheet
there.
there
Right,
into
okay.
the... Yeah.
So I'm the rear admiral then.
No, you're the middle admiral. You give it right up the middle, Captain.
Okay.
You got it.
And then
Wilbur next to him,
Wilbur
and
and
then
the captain behind Killian, and then who
we
next?
need to have a soft middle. So Vance, you need to go in the middle,
All right. I can be firm when I need to be.
and then
Mordecai.
following you, we need to put Agnes in the rear, watching the 6.
Okay. So I assume Agnes is going to be our torch bearer in the back, or what?
Have a torch in the front and a torch in the back, and everybody stay within the light range of the torches.
All right.
So who's gonna be bearing these torches? Shall it be Killian?
It'd be Killian and Agnes.
I will take the light off of you then, Mordecai.
Yep.
Which, let's see. I will add some light on to Agnes. There you go. Light added to our fighter. Light
Close.
added to.
I only lit a torch last time when we were trying to evac the Sahuagin guy.
Sahuagin.
All right. You guys are feeling a little bit better. Agnes, like I said, you're not feeling any worse. You're still at stage 1. So you guys would gain, several of you guys would actually gain 1 more recovery. So you can go ahead and you can gain that.
Okay.
I have no problem with you gaining that.
All right.
Get about
how does
6 to 8 hours rest. It's
In 13th Age, how does the level up as far as, do we need to take a, quote unquote full rest before the bonuses apply?
no.
Or are we level 3?
You guys are level 3.
Like, I
now.
mean, spells and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are level 3.
So yes, we're trouncing down the chasm, David.
Okay, so you get back to the location. It seems the landscape has changed a little bit. It seems like the chasm has opened up a little bit more, and it seems like other shards are protruding up that you don't quite recognize. Different plants showing up. Some pieces of architecture. A couple broken pillars are now there that were not there before. Basically, where you had the combat with the mole dogs, it is basically just all grown in now. And you felt no tremors back at the camp, but it looks like things have changed. So you guys start heading down into the chasm, or the chasm as Mordecai calls it. So you start climbing down. It's the same hazardous path. You get down to the bottom. You're on the marble floor. Nothing looks like it's changed here and I'm going to put you guys back over to the map.
All right.
You guys make it down okay. You have 2 light sources, Agnes in the rear, and Killian up front. Ho ho! Killian would say, "Yes, I think it seems that the living dungeon that we are in has not changed. I will definitely pray to my deity to make sure that she guides us on our journey."
I'm gonna have my lantern out as well.
Okay, you will turn it off. Let me get you blasted off there. Let me get yours turned off. Here you go, Captain Tom. Off.
No, on.
Oh my God. On or off? On or off?
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You're walking on thin ice tonight, Captain. You are walking on thin ice. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, everybody.
We're going to go to the north this time,
Form up.
right, Mordecai?
Yep, form up.
Agnes, you remember what happened? You came in here.
Oh, how could I forget?
As you guys are starting to enter this massive cavern, it looks the same. The ruins are still in the middle where you had found Kak, the Sahuagin. You still see to the north, you still see this mage tower that is upside down. Basically, the tower is sticking out of the ceiling, and the tip of the tower is about 15 foot from the ground. This makeshift road that is in front of you is broken. A very old cobblestone road, lots of broken wood, wood splinters everywhere, rocks, debris. Looks like the other tower is still there to the right. Doesn't look like this living dungeon has shifted any, and Killian is definitely letting everyone know this.
All right.
I suggest we proceed with caution, but also we should look around, because remember I found those very valuable runes
Yes, Captain.
just previously. I feel like we should search everything we can. Who knows what ancient relics of old civilizations we might find.
Very well. Are we going to let Killian take point there? Is that what's going on, Mordecai?
I
Yes.
assume so, but
Agnes,
I've got a wall of darkness punching me in the face, and I can't move anywhere. So
That's right. I'm waiting
that's our
for
first
my
problem.
light source as well.
now, Agnes, I need you to give me a percentile check, please.
What an asshole.
Agnes, be careful. Remember the last time.
And then whatever happens, happens.
So as everyone starts to enter, you're getting into your formations, the living dungeon starts to shift. You can see that the mage tower actually lowers down about 10 more feet, almost to where it's eye level with you, the tip of the tower. You can see that several more pillars and massive rocks just jut up through the earth. Also, several of the stalactites actually fall also. Another tremor hits, and now I want you to roll a d8 for me, Mrs. Agnes.
Oh, what? I can't hear you.
A
over the sound.
d8. Okay. Nothing happens. As the tremors subside, all goes quiet. Of course, you can hear several several rocks still falling from the ceiling, and other small couple stalactites towards the rear, into the darkness of the cavern. You can hear things kind of hitting the ground and shattering, stone shattering upon stone.
I guess we see the mage tower. I mean, how close is it?
Oh, it's right to your north. Vance will.
Maybe, fellows, you think maybe we could climb up into that thing? It could be some sort of magical artifacts stored away in that.
That's exactly what I plan to do.
All right, Captain. I'll give you a boost up if it's necessary.
Yeah, that was it. Kind of worked out good for you guys, because this was about 15 foot to the point of the tower, but this last jostle of the living dungeon actually has lowered the tower about another 10 feet, just to where it's basically eye level with you.
I don't know if you're aware, but I think there's some dynamic lighting stuff going on to where I can't even move from where I am because of the darkness.
You're probably gonna have to grab this token. There you go.
You can't.
Okay.
Can you move now?
Yep. I see it now. Well, Wilbur still can't move.
Let's
There's Wilbur.
Perfect. Yep.
let's press forward and see about this mage tower, then, friends.
Go ahead and form up, guys, and let's move.
All right, Agnes is behind me. The captain and Wilbur's in front of me, and you should be in front of him. Oh no, you're. Where you at, Mordecai? Where are you gonna be at?
I'll be around.
Mordecai, give me a. Seeing that you are playing off into the shadows, bushwhacking, as I guess you would call it, in the shadows, why don't you give me a stealth check so I can kind of gauge how quiet you're being, and in the future, because we are doing the new checking for traps rolls tonight, I will probably start doing that with your stealth checks also. Just
That's fine. That's
to
why I
let you
sent
know.
you that tell, just in case you wanted to do that.
Yeah, no problem at all. Nope. Just gonna be. We're gonna gradually introduce this stuff a little bit at a time instead of all at once.
I'm trying to find my macro.
Take your time, bud. No problem. You got probably about 25 macros there, so maybe 30 because you have a lot of actual class powers.
Beat my door down.
Problem. This is probably the pizza guy.
All I'm gonna do is climb into
Watch.
this tower and start looking around. So
He doesn't even look to see who it is. He just opens the door. It's awesome. It could have been the SWAT team. Hands up! Get up! Did you see that kid get like 15 years for swatting?
Yeah.
One stream. I love it. I think it's great.
I do too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do too. They should get 15 years, if not more, for that.
Well, yeah. What if somebody gets killed, man?
And bunked up with a known rapist.
There you go, Dave.
All right. Thank you very much. I will keep that number in my short-term memory. In fact, I will probably write it on my. I will write it on my new board that I have.
Awesome. So yeah, Cap, let's go check out this thing and see if we can find some more treasure, man.
All right, I like the idea. I'm always looking for treasure.
Right. Booty, as your kind call it.
Of course.
Ah, Pillar of Eternity is $22. Wow, very nice. G2A.
My handy
I think it's great.
Guide.
Hit that link, guys.
I'll send you some of it
that's
later
cheap.
for some proofreading.
I'll peruse it at my
Get him
leisure.
before it runs out.
I think the treasure is more
I
important.
mean, seriously.
Aye, the treasure's always more important,
Yes.
no matter the circumstance.
The manor house is in dire need of renovations. We must accumulate all the wealth possible.
You got some pretty good wealth last time.
Yep.
Like Runs was doing last night. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, what do we see right directly in front of us there?
You see eye level the very tip of the tower
Okay.
protruding down. All you'd have to do, I'm not even going to make you do a check to climb up on the tower. I mean, it's pretty brittle. You know, this is a very old tower, but you know
Yeah,
you
I like
can,
to
you
use
can
my
climb
hands,
up.
you know. Take him like a step to get up there and stuff.
Oh, that's very nice
Don't
of
put the
you.
peg leg in there, Cap.